Now, I'm going to spend some time talking through this, and I'm going to assume that you're a woman and that you are wanting to be married. You want relationship, you want intimacy, you want connection. You want to be the love of his life. You want him to forsake all others, even if he's dating you. And you want to enjoy the safety of his eyes and his heart, that they're only yours. And then you get devastated finding out he's looking at all kinds of women, all kinds of shape, all kinds of colors, doing all kinds of things, and sometimes even wanting you to watch or participate with you. And you have no desire because you have not been masturbating to pornography for the last 5, 6, 10 years. Now, let's walk through this. First, let's come from his side of it. He probably has a pornography addiction or a sex addiction. Okay, that's why he can't give it up for you right away. Now, Kenny, we'll talk about that in a minute. Now, if he has been using pornography to emotionally medicate, okay, he's probably not really good about talking about his feelings, gets overwhelmed, he can get angry easy, right? He's immature because pornography robs you of spiritual immaturity, moral immaturity, how to make a good decision, and then even sexual development. It can rob you of that as well. So spiritual, emotional, and moral development out the window. So you're dealing with someone who, no matter if they're 50, 30, or 40, or they're about 14 emotionally. And the pornography's been blanky to them. It's what got them through the rough years of junior high and high school, maybe college, the rejections of other women. And the woman pornography is really their first wife. They love her. Now, it's not necessarily real, but it is real to them. Because when you have a sexual release, okay, when you have an orgasm, you get these endogenous opiates, hits the prefrontal cortex of your brain, and boom, you get this big rush. But what happens, whatever you're looking at, real or imaginary, you glue to, you hunger for, you crave. And it may be why he's having sex with you. He closes his eyes, so he's actually gluing to that, why he's using your body. That feels really bad, and you feel it. You feel like empty or icky, right? And you don't want that necessarily in your life. And if that is what you don't want, we'll have to talk about that. But this is why he's done this thousands of times, 2, 3, 5, 6, 10 times a week for years and years and years. He's married to pornography. He's not married to you. There is another woman in his life, and she's imaginary. She changes color, shape, size, does whatever he wants, never argues, never has a legitimate need, never cries, never has a feeling. So that's why he can't deal with yours. He can't deal with your feelings. He can't deal, because this is not the relationship he's used to. He's used to the little genie in the bottle that takes care of him and puts him to bed at night and takes care of his emotional needs. And when he's feeling overwhelmed with life, he can go get his little bottle and go away and come back and feel better. He's used to being served sexually. He's not even used to serving sexually. All right. So you have to ask yourself some serious questions here. Number one, you're dating. You're not married. You don't have to stay in this. Now, what you can do is you can get him some information. We have a book called The Final Freedom. You could have him watch the 6 Types of Sex Addicts on YouTube or any of the videos we have on sexual addiction. And if he responds to that, gets in a group, gets a counselor, gets started, there's hope that he could really grow up and change and become a man that you want. Now, if he keeps the porn in his life, he's never going to be a man with strong moral character, a spiritual character, or emotional maturity. And he will be raising your kids as a 14-year-old. He will not be raising your children as a man. Now, just because a man gets older doesn't make him a man. All right, so he will stay an adolescent. And you need to decide, is that what you want for your body and for your kids? And the likelihood of him cheating on you are really high as the addiction progresses into his 20s and 30s. So you have to make that decision whether you want to risk your life and your future and your one life and your one body and your children to this process. Now, if he's willing to get help, he can go to sexaddict.com. There's lots of stuff. You've experienced trauma. You can go to partnerbetrayaltrauma.org. There's help for you. You can get into our Facebook groups for that. Now, this is really important because you do love him, but he loves it. And if you love someone who loves it, whatever it is, you are not the love of his life. You have to accept that. You can be angry about it. You can be pissed about it. And maybe you're emotionally dependent. You need him to tell you you're okay. Maybe you're insecure. Maybe your dad never told you you're enough. And so you're used to being neglected. But this is a decision you have to make. And you can't blame anyone. He's being honest with you. This is what he wants in his life. And you have to be honest with yourself. You either don't want that in your life or you do want that in your life. And if you want that in your life, you're marrying an alcoholic. So if he gets in car accidents and hurts people and can't hold a job and, and cheats on you, then you need to know you're signing up for that maturity level, because he will be looking at moral decisions like, should I cheat? Like a 14-year-old girl or a guy would in, like, say, junior high or high school, go, well, my girlfriend doesn't know, so it'll be okay, right? And when it happens, you're gonna be really mad at yourself. And if you have 1 or 2 kids into this process, and depending on what you're doing economically or educationally, you can become dependent. So I would suggest to you that you might want to think about what you're doing. You might even take a break and give them an opportunity to say, if you want to be with me, I'm not going to be the other woman. I'm not going to be the one who takes care of your house while you go out and have your girlfriend in fantasy world. I'm not going to be left alone in bed while you masturbate. Okay, either all of your body is mine or none of your body is mine, and figure that out. You can have boundaries. Now, if you don't know how to do boundaries, get a counselor, call 719-278-3708. Or just go into the partner Facebook group, or go to one of our partner phone groups and listen to women who've lived with sex addicts for 10, 20, 30 years, and listen to their pain and decide if that's really what you want to do with your life.